so talented in being able to sort of jail opponents, really keep them in the corner, and he really knows how to cover a lot of your options. But this is R.O.B Sonic. How do you feel the pace of this match goes?
Pace of this match is very much determined on who's going to be the initiator. Both of these characters love playing in a mid-range. They love staying at a long range, but they've got the tools to play short range. It can go a lot of ways really quickly, but right now it's looking to go BluStriker's way as he's
Wow.
staying right on top of Boosk, forcing an early kill.
Yeah, so a character like R.O.B is just able to keep Sonic locked in a corner in a really unconventional way simply by the presence of ground to gyro. But BluStriker is just, pedal to the metal. He is going so deep right now and is able to get so much damage and so quickly. He just has this unstoppable amount of momentum right now.
But all of R.O.B's tools that let him lock down opponents and take advantage of them don't mean a thing if he doesn't actually get a chance to press any of those buttons. None of his aerial options being particularly quick. BluStriker's forcing him to just deal with this.
Ooh, that was such an excellent win from BluStriker. Is going to be able to find that punish. And once again, Boosk just can't seem to get any sort of footing for himself right now. What a catch. That was the biggest call out I've seen all day.
That was tough. Those buttons looking crazy. Even with the barrier, I don't know. No, he wasn't going to be able to get his proper follow-up because he had gyro in hand. BluStriker just looking incredibly comfortable with this matchup as well, taking advantage of the fact that when Sonic gets on someone, he stays there. That's how he gets his damage. That's how he asserts his pressure. Also, and it's looking really grim for Boosk.
Look at these conversions from such unconventional positions as well. BluStriker just looking so confident. Unfortunately, Boosk going to be missing the dash grab, accidentally ends up crossing up BluStriker. Boosk, I've got to say, they're just not looking too hot this game. Okay.
He risked it for the biscuit. Honestly, like, it's the win-win. He's still got the full stock up. He's plenty of pressure on Boosk still. And best case scenario, he would have gotten the 3-stock. Worst case, he's still in control. Overwhelming speed from Sonic really taking its toll on Boosk here. I'm very curious to see how he's going to try to bounce back.
Who tries to catch Boosk's next option with the neutral air that could always convert it into a back air, perhaps a forward air. But BluStriker is not able to find it quite yet, but he is going to find that tech chase on the plat with up smash. When you R.O.B there, you're such a big body, you don't have a lot of position, you don't have a lot of possible options on something like the Pokemon Stadium 2 platform. You can just kind of hope for the timing mix-up. That was so well played from BluStriker. That was incredible.
That really was. The first 2 stocks, absolutely masterful play from him. And the conversion that went into that final kill, you saw how consistently BluStriker was stealing out the gyro, and in that last situation, getting the hard toss from Sonic, knowing it wasn't really going to send R.O.B too far, he had the perfect positioning to go in with the up smash. It was just a matter of where to position Sonic.
But yeah, hopefully in game number 2, Boosk is able just to sort of kind of keep BluStriker off him just a little bit. I feel as though Boosk was not ever really able to get the opportunity to get just a gyro out in the stage, able to control the ground space, kind of because BluStriker never really let him.
The switch to Final Destination, I feel like it's going to be a bit easier for Boosk to battle out, not only because R.O.B does well on this stage in general, but there's far less of a way for Sonic to mix up how he's going to be approaching.
Was that drag down uphill into up tilt from BluStriker, but none the matter. Boosk is able to close out that stock with a really well-placed forward smash, and now BluStriker really seems to be the one to struggle to get footing. It seems like both of these players are so momentum-based, and as soon as they get something going, they could do 50% or even take the stock.
Even though they approach their end game in very different manners, they're quite the same when it comes to like how they press their advantage. It's just overwhelming the opponent with the tools that you have. In Sonic's case, it's the speed. With R.O.B, it's the case that he's consistently able to push you out to the ledge and take substantial damage for it. And then his kit is really well acclimated for playing on the ledge, but gotta be careful with those neutral get-ups. Right into forward smash is gonna give BluStriker just the breath of relief he needs.
Yeah, you ever think about forward smash from Sonic? That move is huge. And for
That's
what?
only too fun for a reason.
Yeah.
Rubber arms.
Truly one of the most destroyed moves in the game. Boosk had that setup. It was just a little bit too late on that up smash. Had the right idea though, but just one good hit from Boosk is going to be able to close out this stock.
Oh, how's that for finding your hit though? It's not going to link into anything, but that was definitely not part of BluStriker's plan.
Yeah, that was not an option they were anticipating, and just barely, once again, missing the laser. I feel like Boosk has all the great ideas, but then just on the execution, just genuinely pixels away from being able to connect what they were looking for.
Yeah, R.O.B as a character isn't particularly known for his precision, being able to just take a lot of situations and make them into stuff.
What a catch. That was so good, but is BluStriker going to be able to find the next hit? Look at the option coverage using the projectile of Spring as well. Laser going to be giving Boosk a bit of stage control, and I have never seen a Sonic at 213. It's just not happened.
Yeah, no, this Hedgehog has been here for too long. Did you see how far down tilt sent out?
You don't see down tilt do that. That's not an interaction that should be happening in this game.
I'm almost certain forward tilt or Nair kit. Yeah, no, Nair explodes you.
Yep.
Boosk is still in the lead, but definitely not as substantial of a lead as he opened up this game too with. Really hoping he doesn't struggle to finish his food as we move forward, because that was rough to watch.
For sure. It can, I mean, the amount of extra credit that BluStriker got in that position as well, it's just so beneficial. Once again, trying to stuff out one of those neutral get-ups, but Boosk learned his lesson, is mixing up his options. It's so suspicious, like when Sonic is standing at goal distance, you're thinking to yourself, there's no way he could cover a neutral get-up with an F-smash. And then he hits you, and you're like, what just happened?
The upwards angled forward smash is talking about it, but from R.O.B. Honestly, I'm really impressed with the way that Boosk is able to catch out Sonic with them. This is the second one he's thrown out, second one that's hit its mark, and this is really fine control of R.O.B.'s tools, a very unconventional style of the character's approach, and forced into a matchup where R.O.B is playing really fast, but not on his own terms. Like, good on Boosk for keeping it together, and good on Boosk for taking that game. We're going to game 3.
Yeah, that was an excellent catch, and honestly, as BluStriker, you just don't have a lot of options. Going high to be able to avoid some of R.O.B's menacing ledge trapping with gyro usually seems like a really good option, but Boosk was ready for it. He was ready to cover it. He positioned himself and was able to find that back air. I feel like they're both just like really taking turns in who is going to be holding forward and dealing absurd amounts of damage. I feel like this game, especially, Boosk was just able to keep BluStriker off of him a little bit, and he changed up a lot of the way that he was playing out of shield. So BluStriker wasn't able to get hits in after he did cross up the shield, but wow, what an opening already.
Oh yeah, you know it's going to be a Fast and Furious one. And the pick into Town and City is going to be, again, it's a stage where both of these characters can do well in, but it really comes down to the actual execution of it, because Sonic doesn't particularly fare poorly on FD, but it was looking like a really rough game for BluStriker in Game 2. Likewise, Town and City is a stage that's not necessarily bad for R.O.B because of how R.O.B can control space and maneuver it, but if BluStriker has a say in the matter, things are going to get real rough real fast, especially considering 100 and counting on R.O.B already.
Oh, but again, Boosk, as soon as he does have somebody in a corner, he knows how to extend his advantage so long. F-Smash is not going to be able to do it quite yet, but this is BluStriker's stock to take right now. But Boosk, you know, just sits there, waits out all those buttons, and is able to find his way back on.
This is what I meant earlier when I said that both the characters have tools for the mid-range, but are comfortable at the long range. While BluStriker's just chilling back there, he's waiting to see how Boosk responds to all of his buttons. Meanwhile, Boosk establishes gyro, charges up his laser, and makes use of the laser. Like, he has the space to control. They can both sit comfortably.
This is such a good position for BluStriker just to occupy and sit in, because he didn't commit to anything. He was just waiting. Hey, if I do see this jump, I'm going to be able to punish it. If you don't actually fall for it, I'll still be able to ledge trap you. That tilt is not going to be able to take it quite yet, but I feel like both of them are struggling so much to kill each other at even the high percents.
Ultimately, both of these characters thrive on being able to get their hit confirm into something. Whether it's, we see the arm rotor. For R.O.B in some cases, it's
How do you grab Sonic? How do you grab Sonic? When he's not shielding and when he's never in that range, how do you grab him? But that was an excellent down smash. BluStriker has established earlier he is always going to be going above the ledge. He always tries to avoid the ledge so that, you know, he can get himself back onto the stage. He can avoid being ledge trapped. But Boosk throwing out a preemptive button. That was so good.
Power Nair too, so you can try to push further advantage. I'm liking this play from Boosk. He's adapted so well to fighting against a swift target. And again, it's the survival. Look, 174 and counting, it takes a big hit from BluStriker to even things up.
Well, Boosk was waiting for that mash, but he was just like not able to react properly to get it. He had the right idea just by sort of planting his feet and waiting. But right now, BluStriker doing what he does best, charging in the corner and waiting for Boosk to overcommit. Oh my. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, no, that's a deadhead chug. One thing I'm just realizing now about how well Boosk is making use of the space on town, you see how deliberate he is with positioning of Gyro and then distancing himself from it? Recognizing the active hitbox of Gyro is going to stop all the spinning moves of Sonic. And that makes BluStriker's approaches a lot more hard to figure out.
I really like how BluStriker is always getting a hit and then putting himself at just a range where he's able to bait out an aggressive option from disadvantage from Boosk, like a neutral air, and then is able to punish it almost every single time. Catches that dash in, not able to catch the mid recovery. That was so dangerous.
BluStriker's proven time and time again doesn't quite care about how dangerous the situation is. The payoff is good.
Boosk!
He's been... These empty hops talking about dangerous. This is beyond threatening.
Those empty hops and the up smash is going to be able to catch that cross up. Boosk with some amazing adaptations, going to be taking it 2-1 from BluStriker coming all the way from Texas.
And he'll be getting 5th tonight for his efforts, but that was a... You know, you see Sonic, you see R.O.B, with the reputation they've earned themselves over the past year and a half, you're thinking the worst. But that was a genuinely fun match to watch, and it stayed very fast-paced from start to finish.
Yeah, that was a really exciting match. I feel like at the beginning, BluStriker did such an incredible job of smothering Boosk. He was not able to let him set up any of his gyros. He was not able to let him just sort of kind of do R.O.B things, and was able to find really early stocks with a lot of jump callouts. But going into Game 2 and Game 3, I feel like Boosk definitely had some safer recovery mix, and subsequently he was able to find those edge guards on BluStriker that he was really struggling to find in game number 1. And because of those factors, I feel like Boosk, I don't know, he just adapts so well.